Are you tired of wasting your money on expensive controllers that continue to get stick drift? I got you. And we're back, DLG fam. Welcome to everyone, and like always, welcome to all the new viewers. Bienvenidos a todos al canal DLG. Gracias por tomar el tiempo en venir a nuestro canal. So guys, I'm tired. Are you tired? I'm tired of throwing money on controllers that continue to have stick drift. This is going to be an issue until all these companies jump on the holific wagon that has no moving parts. That means that everything internally is controlled magnetically. So with that said, what do I have for you guys today? Bam! Bam! Double trouble, the GAMESIR, the Kaleid Flux or the Kaleid for your Xbox Series X, S, Xbox One, Steam, and your PC. So let's go to the unboxing, guys, and see what each one of these controllers has to offer. All right, guys, there it is, the Kaleid, I think that's how you pronounce it, and the Kaleid Flux. Both of these controllers, as mentioned before, they work on your Xbox Series X, your Xbox Series S, your PC, your Steam Deck, and Xbox One. I'm not too sure who still has an Xbox One. I still have mine, the Project Scorpio to be exact. Let me know down in the comments below if you do still own an Xbox One. So let's go ahead and start off first with the Kaleid. So this device right here is actually a wired plug and play. It has a 3.5mm jack, holific joysticks, holific vibrating triggers, and get this, guys, you can actually run the GAMESIR Nexus software to control your mapping, your sticks, your triggers, the vibration, and the lighting. So let's go ahead and take this out of the box and check this out right here. Okay, GAMESIR has been pumping out these controllers. They always seem to amaze me with the quality, and obviously, guys, that price tag is very important because you don't want to spend too much money on a controller that's gonna have stick drift. And this controller right here, wait, let me take it out of the box. Let's go ahead and see what comes in here first. All right, so you do get a braided USB-C to USB-A cable. This looks like it's good quality. Look at this, guys, right here. You get the braided cable, and it also comes with a little strap, the GAMESIR strap right there, so you could keep your cable organized. All right, here we go. Okay, so what's in here? Quality control sticker, get rid of that. Oh, you get a nice little felt right here, or is this a carrying pouch? Let's take this out and check it out. Oh, that's a first. I haven't seen this in a controller before. So you get the little GAMESIR logo right there. This is to keep your controller nice and clean from those little greasy fingers that we tend to get, because you know we snack when we're gaming. Have you ever thought about how can you cut back on your bills? I might have to break it down to my kids because each one of them enjoys a different TV show, and unfortunately it's on different apps. Maybe there's a way to save money without sacrificing anything. This is why I'm so intrigued by Mint Mobile, who this video is in partnership with. They offer premium wireless service starting at only $15 a month. I can get high-speed data, unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network, and guess what, guys? I can even bring my own phone, along with my current phone number and my existing contacts. I'm not sacrificing nothing. Are you wondering how fast is the network? Let's do a speed test. There you go. You get 20 megabits down and 13.2 megabits up. That's pretty good. And I'm still able to do the things I used to do with my other network. For example, I can actually stream music and listen with an uninterrupted connection to the nation's largest 5G network. And if you get tired of listening to music, jump on YouTube, watch your favorite video with an uninterrupted connection as well. So how hard is it to switch your service? Big Wireless wants you to think that it's hard, but it's not. Switching to Mint Mobile is super easy. Thanks to the digital eSIM cards, which most phones now have, you can sign up and activate it immediately right from the comfort of your own home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, no problem. Mint will ship your new SIM card for free. So if you want to save some money without sacrificing anything, go to trymintmobile.com/DLG. Also, link in the description to get premium wireless for only $15 a month when you purchase the 3-month plan. You get the little GAMESIR thank you pamphlet right here, just in game. How to join the GAMESIR Discord community. That's a pretty big community right there. Bam! Another GAMESIR sticker. That's right. All right, so now my kids won't be fighting for that. You get an Xbox Game Pass because you guys already know GAMESIR sells Xbox branded controllers. That's why you get the Xbox Game Pass right here. and that's more than likely for like a month. And you also get the extensive manual right here. Man, oh man, look at that. This is a transparent design on this Kaleid controller. Ooh, you guys can't really see in there. You can see the little membrane in there. It says GAMESIR. I know there's more of a reflection, but I'm pretty sure once we turn on the RGBs, because this controller does have RGBs in it, once we turn those on, woo, the party's gonna be jumping. So the GAMESIR Kaleid is a wired controller. Let's go ahead and plug this in and start checking out the little bells and whistles that it actually has. You do get a pretty long cable, so you could go ahead and sit across your living room and game from there. Remember the little felt cloth? This is what you need it for. You gotta keep that plastic clean. You know, like back in the days when you had those wired wheels. Ooh, you gotta keep them clean though. All right, let's plug this in right here. It should boot up right now. Look at that. That looks nice. Guys, I'm digging this whole neon effect right here. You know how those neon lights, kind of like the one I have in my room that says DLG? Man, look at that. Now it's going crazy with all the colors. But let's touch base on the features of this controller. So I did say that the controller has Hall effect joysticks, Hall effect hair and linear triggers. That is awesome right there. So I did mention that the controller has Hall effect thumbsticks, which have up to 5 million cycles. That's gonna take a while to get there. And you already know anti-drift because they're Hall effect. Hall effect analog triggers with the accuracy up to 0.1 millimeters. So correction guys, this controller is not $46.99. This is $49.99 because this is the more advanced version, and I'll tell you why right now. It has tactile yet cushioned buttons which have an ability of 5 million clicks. Listen to that. You get the nice little clicky effect. That's pretty cool right there. The actuation distance is 0.6 millimeters. And the G-force needed to activate the buttons is 60 plus or minus 10 GF. This controller features haptic feedback both on the triggers and on the grips of the controller. It does have a multi-function button, as you guys can see right there. With this particular button, you're able to toggle between the hair triggers or the linear triggers. You're also able to adjust the lighting effects and the brightness. You do get your Xbox button, your view, your options, your menu, your share, your 3.5 millimeter jack, input jack, and you also get a little mute light right next to that button. When you activate the mute on your headset, it will turn on. All right, so in order to switch between the RGB modes, you go ahead and you press the mode button, and on the left thumbstick, you press right, and you're able to switch between 4 different modes that it has. So remember guys, if you download the GAMESIR Nexus software, you're able to control the RGB a lot better opposed to manually doing it. And you can manually control the brightness of the controller by holding down the mode button, pressing down on the left thumbstick. You're able to turn down the brightness until it's off, or push it up so you could make it go all the way as bright as possible. So this controller does feature back paddles, as you guys can see right there, or should we just call them back buttons because they do not look like actual paddles. You're able to program those onto any of the buttons on the controller itself. All right guys, so in order to program the back buttons, you go ahead and you press the mode button and the button on the back that you want to program. Let's go ahead and program the right side. Press the mode button, hold down the back button, and you will see the right side of the controller blinking. That means it's ready to be programmed. Let go of the mode and the back button. Press the button you want to program. In this case, I'm gonna go ahead and do the right trigger. Press it down. It'll blink to confirm. Now that back button is ready to be used as if it was the trigger. Follow these same steps to program either the bumpers, the left trigger, the right trigger, any of the buttons located on the top of the controller, including the press down feature of the right thumbstick and the left thumbstick. All right guys, so in order to enable the hair trigger, you go ahead and you hold down the mode button and the right trigger because that's the one we want to activate, and it will vibrate and give you that blinking light to let you know that the hair trigger is now activated. And as you guys can see, you slightly press it and it will confirm by changing the LED into white. As you see, as I'm slightly pressing it, it's already activating. This is more likely used on FPS games. You have different profiles you want to create. This controller features up to 4 separate profiles. By holding down the mode button, you press Y for the default profile, B for profile 1, X for profile 2, or A for profile 3. Yes, I know it's numbered in a weird way. Technically, Y would be 1, but this is 0, 1, 2, and 3. That's 4 right there. All right, guys, so now we're gonna go and install the software. I'll show you how to set it up, get the controller going, and what you can and can't do on the software itself. All right, guys, so what you do here is I just went onto Google and searched for Gaming Nexus software. You go ahead and click on the first link right there, and you're going to go ahead and download the software. So we could go right here. All right, so once you get to this page, guys, you go ahead, you have two options, click on download or view in the store. Let's try it out this way. Let's go to view in the store. There it is right here. And you want to go ahead and click install. It's going to start the download, so let's give it a few minutes and see if it finishes fast enough. All right, there we go. It's all done. Now let's launch the installation software. Actually, not the software. It's already installed. Here we go. All right, guys, as you guys can see right there, we do have the controller set up. It's now installed on the computer itself. And you could go to profiles and you have your default one, profile 2, profile 3. The default one you cannot adjust. You can only adjust profile 1, 2, or 3. So let's go ahead and go back on that. And let's go to the updates. This controller has the most current firmware version, which is 1.26. You always want to make sure that the controller has the latest firmware. That way, if there's any bugs or any updates that GAMESIR is doing to the controller, it will be up to date. So let's go ahead and press back and let's go into the features of the controller. All right, so now let's go to the features of the controller. Configure. Okay, there it is, guys. Look at that. All the mapping for the entire controller itself, from the LB all the way down to the RT right trigger, which you guys can see right there. We already have the rear bumper button programmed to do the RT, the right trigger function. Okay, so now you could go to sticks. Right here, you're able to center the control out and see the dead zone. Man, look at that right there, guys. This is pretty neat. This software really comes in handy because everything that you can do manually on the controller, you can do it through the computer itself. So now let's go to triggers. On triggers, as you guys can see, we had already activated the hair trigger manually on the right side of the controller, and you could disable it here, enable the left side, or just enable both sides. Now you have hair trigger activated on both buttons. As you guys can see right there, bam, look at that, it goes crazy. Now as far as the vibration goes, look at that, guys. This is an extensive customizable options right here. As far as the vibration goes, look at that, guys. Customizability to the fullest. You could literally drop down the vibration level to 1. Grab this little bar right here. Bam, let's check this out. Let's see how much does it vibrate. Ooh, that's nice. So it vibrates on both sides right there. Let's put it all the way. Woo, that's some nice force feedback right there. So right now we're getting full vibration on the left side of the controller, and you can see it's activating because of the LED light right here, and you could also see it on the software itself. Let's drop it down back to 3. But you can customize the trigger vibration and the grip vibration itself. I like that right there. And the fact that it does not only have 2, it has 4. So lights, look at that, guys. Lights, camera, action. So you're able to do flow, pulse, alarm, rainbow, standoff, and off. So that's pretty cool right there, guys. And you also get 5 different settings here. So you're able to control, just like on the Lumectra controller, customizability to the fullest when it comes down to the colors that you're able to set this to. Look at that right there, guys. You're gonna confuse your opponent with all those crazy colors coming out of your controller itself. So you also have audio reactive mode. That means that the RGB is going to react depending on the audio that's being pushed through the controller. I have not seen that on any other controller until I saw it here on GAMESIR's Kaleid. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about the software itself? I think GAMESIR has come a long way when it comes down to controllers, all the way down to the software that they're providing for us gamers to be able to not only mess around with the mapping of the buttons, but get the full party mode when it comes down to the RGB. So let's go ahead and touch base on the Kaleid Flux now. All right, guys, check it out. Last but not least, the Kaleid Flux. Now this controller goes for $46.99 on the GAMESIR website. Make sure you check that out. Let me know down in the comments below if you do pick one up and what do you think of it. All right, let's go right here. It also comes with wired plug and play, 3.5mm audio jack, Hall effect thumbsticks, Hall effect vibrating triggers, and This one can also be controlled with the Nexus software. Guys, man, for $46, woo-wee, we get a controller with no stick drift. Can't ask for more than that. I remember my Elite 2 controller, that sucker went out after a year, and that thing cost me back then about what, $199? That's insane. Are you out of your mind? All right, guys, so you also get a USB Type-C cable. Look at that, gold plated. Man, that's pimped out right there. And the braided cable comes in a golden color compared to the Kaleid, which this one comes in black and gray. Bam, baby, look at that. You get some gold right there. Okay, so what else comes in here? Let's check this out. So I feel that we're gonna get the same type of treatment when it comes to what's packed in this box. So remember, guys, this controller is going to be programmed the same way, just like with the Kaleid. All right, so quality control, bam. Felt cleaning rag right here. So you could clean off your controller, get all those little nitty gritty fingerprints off of it. I'm pretty sure my kids are gonna leave a lot of smudges on there, but that's why we got this little trusty rag, bam, to clean it off right there. The GAMESIR logo insignia. All right, what else comes in here? The GAMESIR welcome pack and another sticker, bam, Xbox Game Pass. And once again, the manual, which we already went through with the previous controller, the Kaleid, because this is the Kaleid Flux. All right, so let's check out the controller. Man, oh man. We also get some transparent plastic right here. Look at that right there. You see it on the board in the back. It says GAMESIR. Ooh, man, this gold. Woo, that looks nice. I'm digging it. GAMESIR, big plus on this one as well. I like both versions of it, but for some reason, this light gold treatment, it really gives it a pop. I'm just wondering how long is that gold going to last after playing with this controller for a while. So let's go ahead and plug this one in as well and check it out. Obviously, we're not gonna use the other cable. We gotta use the one that came with it, the golden one. All right, guys, there it is, the initial startup. Obviously, you get the same feel and the same effects like on the Kaleid. You get the RGB lights on the right and left side of the controller itself. That looks nice, guys. Let me know down in the comments below, which version do you like? Everything on the controller seems to be that it's exactly the same except for one thing. And what is that? That is what is underneath the X, Y, A, B buttons. These buttons are actually membrane buttons. That means there's a little cushion underneath this that does the contact with the board itself. There's a little membrane underneath that. Remember, like those old school controllers where it had a little contact pad between the board and the actual buttons. That right there is the only difference between both controllers. That is what determines the price mark for $46.99 on this particular controller. Other than that, you still get the Hall Effect thumbsticks with the 5 million cycles, and this controller is also compatible with your Xbox Series X, your Xbox Series S, Xbox One, Steam, and your Windows 10 or 11 PC. It also has the analog triggers. And just to touch base once again, guys, if you want to activate the hair triggers, hold down the mode button, press the trigger that you want to activate, and there it is, guys. Now the hair trigger is activated. Look at that right there. Bam, 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 pew, 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 pew. All right. Hair triggers for FPS, analog triggers for racing games. This controller also features 4 different profile modes. Obviously, you guys remember the default one, you cannot change it. Profile 1, 2, and 3, you're able to customize those. And just like with the Kaleid, you're able to control the mapping, the thumbsticks, the triggers, the vibration, and the lighting. Once again, if you want to bring down the brightness on the controller manually, hold down the mode button, press down on the left thumbstick, and you're able to reduce it till it completely turns off. Press it up again, raise up that brightness so you could blind your opponent so you could win. You can control the master volume from your headset by holding down the mode button, pressing down on the directional pad to lower the volume, or pressing up in order to raise the volume. That's for the master volume. So a neat thing the controller does have, you can raise the in-game audio or the in-game chat. To do that, you go ahead and you hold down the mode button, you press left, that will increase the in-game volume and decrease the chat volume. You press right, that will increase the in-game chat volume and decrease the in-game volume. So guys, there it is, the Kaleid Flux and the Kaleid. $49.99. Hall Effect thumbsticks and Hall Effect triggers, tactile buttons for $49.99. Hall Effect thumbsticks, Hall Effect triggers, and membrane buttons for $46.99. So out of the two, which one would you pick? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, guys, there they are, the Kaleid Flux and the Kaleid. Man, GAMESIR, You guys are doing an amazing job with these controllers. You let me know down in the comments below, which one do you guys think looks better? I'm kind of in between both of them, literally right in between both of them, but they both have great features. They have similar features. The only difference, as I said before, is that the Kaleid Flux has membrane buttons and the Kaleid has tactile cushion buttons. Other than that, they are at a great price point, and nothing can beat a $50 controller or under $50 for the Kaleid Flux. So let me know down in the comments below if you do own a GAMESIR product and which one do you own. Are you happy with it? I know I'm pretty happy with everything that I've actually reviewed from GAMESIR because yeah, they're stepping it up big time. So these are wired controllers, and I will leave a link in the description down below to both of these controllers, and if you do buy one, come back to the video and let me know what you guys think of them. So if you're a dad, bam, a gaming dad looking for your next controller that won't break the bank because the missus is pissed because you've wasted too much on gaming, don't forget to check out my latest video. But till next time, guys, I'm Tech. Peace out. Man, I wish I could do that rodeo test with this controller, but ow, I feel like it's gonna come out and it just whacked me on the head. Yeah, that happened.